Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. That's right. The man in the black mask, he is back. Yes, he is back. Now, this happened last week, but I decided to wait till this week because, this is school. And I'm sure a lot of you was worried sick about that boy. This boy, Hamza Mohamad, who actually lost his arm surfing the New York City subway last Monday or Sunday, saying whichever day it was. But like I said, my heart goes out to that boy, but that was fucking stupid. Okay? Yes, that was fucking stupid. I'm sure a lot of you were thinking, what sick fuck will do some shit like that? And let me tell you something. If that was my son or my daughter that ever pulled that kind of shit, I'm telling you, yo. I'm telling you. A lot of you got kids and grandkids, so I'm going to side with you on that one. Now, let's get to this headline from last week. I'm only bringing this out too because I got something I want to say about it, but I won't talk about it until after I read this article. And this is 15-year-old New York City boy loses his arm surfing a New York City subway. Yes, he goes subway surfing, and then in the process, he loses his arm. 15-year-old New York City boy loses his arm while subway surfing. And his name is Hamza Mohamad. Those of you that know him, pray for him. Okay? Now let's begin. A 15-year-old boy had his arm severed while subway surfing last Monday morning in Queens, according to police and law enforcement and MTA sources. The teen was with a group of pals on a northbound R train at the 74th Street Roosevelt Avenue station in Jackson Heights around 10:25 a.m. last Monday, when he was trying to climb at the top of the train and then fell, landing on the tracks, sources said, but not before one of the wheels severed his fucking arm. So now he don't got an arm no more. If anything, he has half an arm. And guess what? It's Hamza Mohamad's fault that he did that. He put himself in that situation. He didn't have to. It wasn't worth it. Use your brain, mate. Thought you were smarter than that. We know he was subway surfing on the outside of the car, a transit worker at the station told the Post. Usually when you're subway surfing, you have to get off the train before the tunnel. He must have missed that point. The boy's left limb was detached from the elbow down, and they found his arm under the train, the worker said. Now, I can't believe the Post got this boy's age wrong. It says 11-year-old boy in the small text, but in real life, he's 15. He was born in 2007, not 2011. They got to do something about those typos, man. I mean, do they even know what they're typing, for Christ's sake? God damn. Motherfuckers don't know nothing no more, do they? He seemed overwhelmed by the shock, the employee said of the kid. He was just looking around like nothing happened. He didn't cry or nothing, said the worker, who wouldn't give her name. He's brave like Macho Man. He's the next Hulk Hogan. Well, bully for him. But why the hell did he have to get on top of the train for? That's not what trains are for. Anyway, the boy was taken to Bellevue Hospital and is in stable condition, police said. As of last week at noon, northbound M&R trains were bypassing 74th Street Roosevelt Avenue station, the MTA said. Now, I read a conflicting article on the Daily News, and it said that they either found the boy's arm at the next station or they severed it off at the hospital. But, that's what happens with the papers. They tell conflicting stories, just to sell a quick buck. They sometimes alter shit. That's the bizarre thing about these newspaper tabloids. Sometimes they just fucking put anything on there just to make it sound cool, even when it ain't. Now, I don't know what the hell Hamza Mohamad is going to do this week because he goes to school on either Wednesday or Thursday. So he's going to have to start the new school year and beyond with half an arm because he wanted to be famous and surf the subway. I mean, who does that? Let me tell you something. As a kid, I did dumb shit before, right? I used to crank call people's houses and everything. Yeah. Hell, I even shoplifted. But never have I ever surfed a subway, bus, or train, or even a fucking car, knowing that I could lose my head or my fucking arm or worse. That I never did unless I'm doing a movie stunt, you know? I mean, Hamza Mohamad must have been watching too much Speed or some shit. I don't know. Because I'm sure a lot of you remember the movie Speed. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Speed, leave the room now. Or put it on mute. Towards the end of Speed, right? It was Keanu Reeves and Dennis Hopper. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Hopper, you know what I'm saying? He was on top of Keanu while he was choking him, right? He was right on top of the dude. And then the fucking light just came in and BAM! Took his fucking head off. And he just fell right off the subway, too. I don't know why am I laughing at that shit, but, you know, it was strange, though, that end of the movie Speed. So if you haven't seen Speed, do not listen to that. If you have seen Speed, good luck. But I'm telling you, my heart goes out to Hamza Mohamad. So in the meantime, I'll be back for more articles. I'm glad I found something good to bring out to you. You know, something strange, of course, because a lot of you like strange stuff. And that's why I'm out here, to bring you bizarre things. Something for you to share with your family and your friends, if you like it. So in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm going to set up a Patreon page at some point. So be on the lookout for that one too. So that way you can contribute and keep my channel going. The ball will be in your court once I set up my Patreon. Okay? And when I do, the link will be under my screen from here on out. It'll be on a lot of other videos too, in case you still want to watch my old videos. And beware. So like, subscribe, and drop a comment underneath the screen and tell me what you think about last week's bizarre incident on the eve of the school semester and what that boy got to deal with now, even after he gets out of the hospital. Okay? But I'm going to tell you this. He's going to need some rehabilitation, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to keep him for a little while. Hamza Mohamad. So if you know Hamza Mohamad, if you got something to say, just put it under my screen and I'll tell you how I feel, okay? I'll tell you how I feel, because I was a kid once that did stupid shit. But not surf MTA vehicles. I mean, that I never did. I could never see myself doing that shit, even as a grown-up. I'm too fucking old for that bullshit. I'm too old, goddammit. I got better shit to do than to do baby boy shit. I'm a big man. I ain't a little boy no more. I don't give a fuck about that little boy shit. I'm glad I've grown up. And I'm glad I've matured. Even though I wasn't raised or taught properly, but when I got a certain age, I knew right from wrong. And I still do. I know when to do shit and not to do it. I suggest y'all do the same thing. Kids, stay in school, okay? Stay in school. It's not worth it. Stay away from guns. Stay away from knives. And stay away from other crime, including subway surfing. Don't surf subways. Don't do all that petty shit. It ain't worth it. It's not worth your life. Okay, you got one life. Live it well. Don't throw it away on a piece of shit stunt. So until then, good luck, be well, and y'all have a good evening, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, and sons, daughters, what have you, keep supporting the man in the black mask. I'm back, okay? And anything I find that I want to bring out, I'm going to bring it out. Don't you worry, okay? The man in the black mask, he got your back. So take care of yourselves and each other.